Have you ever noticed that your mind full of business ideas, a phone full of half-watched tutorials, and a brain that's constantly generating new plans, but somehow none of them ever leave the idea stage? You're not lazy. You're not undisciplined. But psychology says something very specific is happening in your brain, and it has nothing to do with motivation. Let's break down why some people are idea machines, but execution ghosts. 1. Dopamine front loads at the idea stage. Your brain releases dopamine not when you finish something, but when you imagine it. The moment you think, I should start a YouTube channel, your brain already gives you a hit of reward. Psychologists call this the planning fallacy, combined with reward prediction. Your brain has already experienced the win, so the actual execution feels redundant, even boring. 2, you have a low tolerance for the messy middle. Ideas feel infinite and perfect in your head, but execution is ugly. People with high idea generation often have a trait called perfectionistic ideation. The gap between their mental version and the real version feels unbearable. So they abandon it and jump to a new idea where everything is shiny and perfect again. 3, you're addicted to novelty, not mastery. New ideas are stimulating. Ongoing projects are not. Psychology calls this novelty bias. Your brain treats new as inherently more valuable than important. 4, identity protection. If you never finish, you never have to find out if you're actually good at something. As long as the business is just an idea, it can still be successful in your imagination. Psychologists call this identity foreclosure avoidance. It's not fear of failure exactly. It's fear of finding out the truth. 5, you confuse analysis with progress. Before you let yourself start, you tell yourself you need more research, one more comparison, one more tutorial. This feels responsible. It feels like due diligence. But psychologists call this analysis paralysis. And underneath it, it's a high-functioning form of avoidance. Your brain treats researching how to start as completely safe because research carries zero risk of failure. Action does. So you stand at the crossroads with 100 glowing options in front of you, and the sheer number of choices itself becomes the reason you never take a single step. Meanwhile, someone with far less information than you is already 3 steps down a single path, adjusting as they go. They didn't have more clarity. They just decided that movement creates clarity faster than thinking ever could. And finally, 6, you've confused thinking with doing. You spent 2 hours planning. That feels like progress. But planning activates the same reward pathways as doing without any of the
This is called the action-intention gap, and it's the single biggest reason ideas die quietly in notebooks. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Your ideas aren't the problem. Your relationship with the middle is. The people who execute aren't smarter than you. They've just learned to tolerate the gap between imagination and reality without abandoning the project. So the next time a new idea excites you more than your current project does, pause. Ask yourself, am I drawn to this because it's better or because it's new? And the next time you tell yourself, I just need to research a bit more, ask, am I preparing or am I hiding?
If this explained why your mind is full of ideas, but you never took action yet, keep watching. Drop a heart in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into why your brain works the way it does, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just understand ideas. We understand why they die.